Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. So we are, where did we leave off? I think we left off here. Yeah. We are in my April 2022 journal. And I use a Moleskine extra large lined journal. It's not my usual journal. However, that's what I chose to use for this year. Just because it's been quite the busy year. I've been working full time. We're moving this summer, and I haven't had time to make any journals. I've been packing up for quite some time. Anyway, blah blah blah, all of that. So let's continue on. I will do my best to let you know where I get stuff, or what I've used on the page and where I got it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, just so you know, all the backgrounds here are Dabo ink, like bingo daubers. I absolutely love them. And I use them on just about every page. I like to have background color. I do not like a white page. So yeah, that's what I use for the background. All of my days and dates are from Loveland's Life Patreon, and the rest of it is either stuff I've gotten in Happy Mail, notepads, scraps and bits of paper, things that I found along the way. From Happy Mail, stuff that I've made. It's just a big old conglomeration of stuff, So let's see. We finished up on the 14th, and we were heading into our spring break. So we actually left on Thursday. Yes, we got Good Friday off. So Thursday was our last day at school, and my husband and I headed up, not just for the weekend, for the entire week. And we stopped at Mama and Papa's before, we went home to our house. And so, yeah, my 5-year plan is to make it through this year. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. That is from Mantra Wellness Magazine. A lot of these are from Mantra Wellness. Background, again, I kind of tried to do like Easter eggs, because we're on spring break and it was going to be Easter Sunday and all of that. So anywho, on Friday the 15th, it was rainy, and it was supposed to be rainy and stormy, and it did rain and storm for a little bit, but it, I think that was in the afternoon. Had coffee on the dock with Big Handsome, and it was just a lazy morning. Oh, we were waiting for the dock electrician to come and give us a quote. So he said it should be a straightforward job, and my Big Handsome told me he is going to get an under the dock light for me. Oh, he is so sweet, that man, like it's just really cool. You're sitting there at night and it's a green light. It's not like bright white, because that wouldn't be good. But anyway, it shines down into the water. Not that you can see anything in the cove that we live, because the water is very murky. It's not clear at all. But yeah, it's just really cool. Like we drive by houses and we see, I've just always liked it. Okay. So he surprised me by telling me that it wouldn't be that big of a deal for him to put a dock light in. So, and it's underneath, the dock. So that'll be fun. And so, okay, then we went into town for a little bit, and we had some gift cards from Longhorn from a while back from school, I believe. And so we went ahead and picked up dinner for Mama and Papa and my husband and myself. And we had dinner at their house. So that was very nice. And then on Saturday, my husband and I got up. Let's see, we did not bring Remy with us. Remy is our little toy poodle. But we did go to the Bagel Break, which is a really yummy bagel place in town. And, well, apparently it's the best darn bagels in town, and they are pretty good. I get Bialys. Excuse me. Excuse me, frog in my throat. I get a Bialy, and they make this wonderful cream cheese with scallions, and it's just so yummy. And so we decided to go do that before we went out to a few thrift stores. Good grief, I can hardly talk. We went to this place called Refine, and it was like the quintessential, what I consider to be the quintessential thrift store, you know, or junk store. I would call it a junk store. The owner probably wouldn't, but I would. But it smells of old stuff, and I love that smell. Maybe because it reminds me of like my grandmother's house. I'm not sure, but I love it. And she had so many cool things in there. And anyway, so I did end up getting, I believe this is from 1972, a piano roll, just because I've never had one. And I saw them there. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen these. Like, I see on so many people's YouTube, you know, especially like the ones that do live sales and things like that. I see all these thrifty things that they find, and they're just so yummy, and you know, and I've never found anything like that when I go out, but this weekend I did. So I found some patterns, you know, with these little vintage girls on them, just so adorable. I found these milk and cream caps, you know, they're vintage, so I found those, and that was really cool because I'd never had those. I don't need any of this stuff, but I just wanted it. Okay, there's that. All right, and I literally spent $7, right, on everything. So anyway, it was just fun. It was a really, really fun day with my husband, and this is just the kind of store that I love going to. I woke up also on this morning and I did go walking, which was lovely. Walked all around the neighborhood. It was fantastic. And then let's see. When we got home, Big Handsome and I hung out on the dock, and we were able to catch some sun out there and just hang out. Yeah. And then we had a little rest in the afternoon, and then we went back over to Mama and Papa's for dinner. Mama and Papa, by the way, if you don't know, that is my mother-in-law and father-in-law. And they live, you know, 2 blocks away from us, I guess. If that far. So it's wonderful. It's very nice being able to just, you know, we drive a golf cart over there, but you could easily walk over there, and it's just nice. And we are just very much looking forward to moving up there full time. And in fact, on this week, this was actually the first week we had spent this long up at our new house, and it was very nice. And I cannot remember if my daughter ever made it up there or not. I can't remember, or it could have been just my husband and I for the whole week. I'm not sure. But this was Easter Sunday, and we actually went over to Mom Pa's early to get, that's what it was. Okay, so we were gonna have a ham dinner after they got back from church, and so my mother-in-law asked us if we could go over there and set the ham on in the morning and get the side dishes mixed up, because my husband was making corn casserole and something else, macaroni and cheese, I think. And so he needed to get all that fixed up. So we went over to their house early in the morning and got that stuff ready and ready to, you know, bake. We turned the ham on, all that stuff. And then my husband's aunt and uncle were also down for a visit. And so, yeah, it was nice. Let's see. It was a beautiful day, sunny with a light breeze. And then we went back over for a late lunch, and visited with aunt and uncle and my in-laws, and back home to relax. Yeah. And my head was hurting at this time. It was probably my sinuses. I don't know what was going on. So we just hung out on the dock. We chatted with our neighbors. They were having an Easter thing at their house. And we met a new neighbor that lives a few houses down. And yeah, so, we ended up, after we finished 24, we started watching The Sinner. It's like, I don't even know, it's like a mini series or something. And so, yeah, then it was off to bed. And then on Monday morning, which we had, actually, no. Okay, this was Easter weekend. Yeah, we did spring break was back here. Yeah, this was spring break back in March. So I was mistaken. So we did, at this point, we went up to our new house just for the long weekend. I had a 4-day weekend because we had Easter observed on Monday. So we had that day off. Oh yeah, it was so hot and humid out this day out on the dock. I couldn't even spend that much time on the dock because our dock faces directly east toward the beach, and so the sun rises and oh boy. Now it's beautiful once it hits midday, then the sun, then our dock slowly gets into the shade as the day goes on. So anyway, but it was super hot and humid that morning. And so, let's see. Oh yeah, Mama and Papa came over to say goodbye before heading to their Bible study, and we were all packed up and cleaned up and headed home a little while later. Took about 3 hours to get home, so my head was pounding. Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't feel like doing much. We just unpacked and relaxed, and I went to bed early because the next week was all about, I did film a ramble session that day though. The next week at school was all about SAT testing. Yes, so every day of the week we had SAT testing. There is not much on these pages at all because it was the same every day. Like these things right here, we would print these out and then we would put them on the kids' desks every morning, just a little treat to, just like inspiring, for them. You're gonna do great on the test, don't worry. I actually I was proctoring 2 children separately, so we would gather our stuff and we would head off to do our testing in the conference room, for those children that need to have a little bit more focus. And so yeah, that was nice. I always like proctoring for just a few kids. Anyway, so no tutoring all week. It was basically the same thing daily. Get the girls, proctor the test, take a break, have snack, read aloud to them, take the second part of the test, and then go back to class. And then we had like review for the next day's sections and all of that, lunch, PE. And at this point, my daughter was reading Restart to the Class, which is a really great book. And the kids enjoyed it. So anyway, she was reading that. And then Sunshine and his girlfriend came over for tacos. Wednesday, I took down the door decoration, this was part of it. So I just kept mine. All the kids had their own butterflies with their names on them. And so I put those in their Friday folder so that they can keep those. And then, yeah, on Friday, we just had kind of like a free day at the end of the day. It was Earth Day. We don't do anything for Earth Day at school. For me personally, I'm not a big fan of Earth Day just for my own personal reasons. It just holds bad memories for me. So there's that. So we did our testing and we did very little work, and then the rest of the day was electronics day for the kids, which they love. They're able to bring in their phones and their tablets and their whatever those the VR, I don't know what that is, but whatever that is, they bring those in and they just their computers, whatever, and they spend time playing and all appropriate things, mind you. But anyway, the background of this again are those Dabo inks. This right here is my own lettering that I just simply write out on a piece of paper and then fussy cut or kiss cut, whatever you want to call it. I cut them out so that I can just make my own letter stickers, if you will. Yep. This is all stuff, that I found, stickers from Happy Mail, these things that I get from our travels. I pick things up here and there. These right here, what I just shared about when we went thrifting, this was from the actual roll. But these things here, I actually scan them into my computer, so now I'll always have them, right? So there's a little tidbit for you. And then this day here, look, this is Sweet Lynn and me and Sweet Allison. We had a lovely, I didn't do my journaling on the back, but we did have a lovely Zoom call this day. But before the Zoom call, um, let's see. My husband and I went out. Oh yeah, we finally got our hair cut. Well, we had got, I mean, back like a month or so ago, we had been in desperate need of a haircut, and we finally found a place up north that we can get our hair cut. But we needed a haircut again. She was finally in, the girl who cuts our hair, but their prices literally have gone up $5. Yeah, they're now $20 for a haircut instead of 15, which is what they used to be. Everything is going up. Eggs for like an 18 pack is almost $5. It's crazy. So yeah, we got home and I had our Zoom call and we were on for 5 hours or more. I think we were on more. And we were talking about journaling and just everything, as you do when you're chatting with girlfriends. While I was chatting with them, I just did these fun little, I don't know what you want to call them, doodles, watercolor doodles of like maybe floral, very loosely. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And then this day, yeah, we're just, we're trying to move. We're trying to figure out a lot of stuff. Okay, just a lot of stuff. So, yeah. And this is what I found in Jesus Calling for this day. Be still and know that I am God. Yes, my husband and I are just like, it's just been emotional, as it is whenever, when you're moving and you're moving away from your children and all, all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I filmed this day, had coffee with Big Handsome. Oh, this day, yeah, we had heard a bird that I'd never heard before. I'd never heard the call before. And I've never seen it again. I could swear I heard it last night, but I don't know. When I got up, I spooked it and it flew away. And it was like no bird I'd ever seen in flight before around here either. So I don't know. Anyway, the rest of it is, just Bible verses and, just that is my inspiration. When it comes to finding inspiration, that is my inspiration, For I know the plans I have for you, and I know that I can rest in the Lord's peace, and everything will turn out just the way that He wants it to turn out. So that was that, and yeah, that was that weekend. Oh, and that weekend too, I filmed a decluttering video for like Christmas stuff, and that's why this I Love Santa's here. And this sticker is actually from Recreations by Brooke, her Etsy shop. And so, yeah, then 6 more weeks of school left. Woohoo! And yeah, some of these things I received or I got in, what's it called? Mantra Wellness. This is a beautiful girly sticker from Recreations by Brooke, magazine clipping. This is from a magazine as well. These are some girl stickers that I hate to tell you, I have never been able to find them again on Amazon. If I can find them, I'll link them below. We got Panera again. Yeah, my daughter is just, she's in the midst of making a lot of life plans. Yeah, so it's been an emotional roller coaster over like the past month, I would say. Anyway, found things as I was decluttering. And then this is my daughter, right? We're leaving for school, or we're leaving from school, to come home. She parks right next to me, okay? So we're both walking out to the car, and she's having this conversation, and I'm just standing at my car like, okay, like we're literally going to be home in 15 minutes. You can tell me the rest. And she's like, I'll call you. I'm like, okay, fine. So we get in the car and she calls me. Now, mind you, we work together, okay? Like we are literally together all day. I mean, she's busy teaching, I'm busy grading. But, so we don't have like time to just sit and chat. You know what I'm saying? I just thought it was super hilarious, that she's like, oh, I'll call you, So I guess whatever she had to say, she didn't want to wait, to get home. So anyway, it just struck me as funny, because we live in the same house. So anywho, so on Monday, Yeah, I just had a regular day at work, you know? Oh, there were lots of people out. Yeah, oh my goodness. We had some viruses going through, just running rampant, starting in the little beginners classes, and oh my gosh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Um, yeah. So then on Tuesday, yeah, I was just, oh my gosh, yeah. So on this day, since I guess the quarter was ending, or something like that. I can't remember. No, we actually started the final quarter. That's what it was. And already kids had so much missing work. I'm like, what do you guys do? Eat the stuff? I mean, I don't know what happens. See, in our class, like generally speaking, or in my daughter's class, like we don't give homework, so to speak, but if you don't finish it in class, it is that then becomes your homework, you know? And yes, if you're wondering, do we give them work time in class? Yes, we do, you know? I mean, everybody works at a separate pace, you know what I'm saying? But it is literally like they take the paper home and you never see it again, or they shove it in their desk, never to be seen again. And it's just like, what are you doing? You know? So I spent a large part of my day making second copies of work that needed to be turned in. And then we were supposed to have what's called our lunch bunch, where our department gets together, and we are upper elementary. So it's the third grade, fourth, and fifth grade. The teachers and the teachers' assistants all get together and have lunch. Somebody else comes in and takes over our lunch, watches the kids, because we have lunch in our rooms with the kids. We don't have a cafeteria. So other people come in, take over the class, watch the kids while we are able to sit together. But on this day, it was canceled at the last minute because there were so many people that were out. They were just sick, or their kids were sick, or whatever. I ordered the yummy tuna salad from Panera again. And then on this day here, this is just a wrapper from Starbucks. I don't generally go to Starbucks, but my daughter does. And I had called her. Actually, I think on this day I went in super early to work because I had to do the early bird, because the early bird lady was sick. Oh my goodness gracious. So I went ahead into that, and I was super hungry, and I had called her because she usually leaves from home later than I do. So I called her at home and I said, hey, can you bring me a breakfast sandwich? And she had already left for work, but she was so sweet and picked up a breakfast sandwich at Starbucks for me. And then this is, let's see. Oh, my husband had to have an esophageal x-ray with barium. Yeah, and this is for his upcoming hernia surgery. I don't even know when that's going to be quite honest. Yeah, and then here's more about just my daughter. She's going through some very big life changes. So, yeah. Yeah, so in here's private journaling about all that kind of stuff. My husband had his x-ray on this day. Oh, I went in on Wednesday. Okay, I went in early on Wednesday. Oh, and then my sweet husband, like, he went out, I guess, and he brought home some dresses for me. Yeah, he's such a sweetie. Like, he was in Walmart, and he was like, oh, I saw these dresses, and I thought you'd like them. He's a doll. So, yeah, these are just little things about my daughter, and, you know, yeah. So there's that. And then let's see. We're in May already. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. So this was the 28th. Okay. And then I have wait a second. 28th, the 30th Friday was supposed to go on this day, which I haven't even done yet on this thing here, right? And then on the next week was this spread here that I haven't even completed yet, and it was the beginning of May. So I will end here. I did not do an opening to May page. I'm okay with that. I wasn't really at the time because it kind of throws me off kilter, because see, here's my opening to April. I usually like doing something like this, but I didn't plan anything out or whatever. I just kept on keeping on. You know, I was keeping on. I don't know even how to say that. But anyway, no big deal. No big deal. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was pretty much the ending of the month. On the weekend, you know, just some, you know, talks with our daughter about life choices and all that fun stuff, you know, all that fun parenting stuff. So still doing the same old, going to work every day, coming home tired every day, decluttering my room, packing stuff up, you know, all that kind of jazz. So yeah, that's what's been going on here. So yeah, I will, you know, have the links below to anyone that I've mentioned. I'll put whatever links I can below. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed that flip through of the rest of April 2022. And yeah, thanks so much for sharing your time with me. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful week. And I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.